Good afternoon, people. And now is afternoon time, and we got a lecture from Bhagavad Gita series. And this afternoon is chapter 3, text 12, titled Karma Yoga Action with Krishna Consciousness. Translation. In charge of various necessaries of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yajna, sacrifice, will supply all necessaries to you. But he who enjoys such gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. Purposed by His Divine Grace, ac.bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada, T.J. The demigods are authorized supplying agents on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Therefore, they must be satisfied by the performance of prescribed yajnas. In the Vedas, there are different kinds of yajnas prescribed for different kinds of demigods, but all are ultimately offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For one who cannot understand what the personality of God is, sacrifice to the demigod is recommended. According to the different material qualities of the persons concerned, different types of yajnas are recommended in the Vedas. Worship of different demigods is also on the same basis, namely according to different qualities. For example, the meat-eaters are recommended to worship the godless Kali, the ghastly form of material nature, and therefore the goodness of sacrifice of animals is recommended. The godless of sacrifice of animals is recommended. But for those who are in the mood of goodness, the transcendental worship of Vishnu is recommended, but ultimately all yajnas are meant for gradual promotion to the transcendental position for ordinary men. At least 5 yajnas, known as Pancha Mahayajna, are necessary. One should note, however, that all the necessaries of life that the human society requires are supplied by the demigod agents or the Lord. No one can manufacture anything. Take, for example, all the eatables of human society. These eatables include grains, fruits, vegetables, milk, sugar, etc. for person in the mood of goodness, and also eatables for the non-vegetarians, like meats, none of which can be manufactured by men. Then again, take for example heat, light, water, air, etc., which are also necessaries of life. None of them can be manufactured by the human society. Without the Supreme Lord, there can be no profuse sunlight, moonlight, rainfall, breath, etc., without which no one can live. Obviously, our life is dependent on supplies from the Lord. Even for our manufacturing enterprises, we require so many raw materials like metal, sulfur, mercury, manganese, and so many essential, all of which are supplied by the agent of the Lord, with the purpose that we should make proper use of them to keep ourselves fit and healthy for the purpose of self-realization, leading to the ultimate goal of life, namely liberation from the material struggle for existence. This end of life is attained by the performance of yajnas. If we forget the purpose of human life and simply take supplies from the agents of the Lord for sense gratification and become more and more entangled in material existence, which is not the purpose of creation, certainly we become deaf. Therefore, we are punished by the laws of material nature. A society of these can never be happy because they have no aims in life. The gross material deeds have no ultimate goal of life. They are simply direct to sense gratification, nor do they have knowledge of how to perform yagyas. Lord Chaitanya, however, inaugurated the easiest performance of yagya, namely the Sankirtan yagya, which can be performed by anyone in the world who accepts the principle of Krishna consciousness. Well, people, very long verse today from this chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. There is different points, very important that we have to know, but we have to perform yagyas sacrifice to satisfy in the main point to Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But when they are satisfied, in the same way, all demigods are satisfied. In this verse today, in that explanation from today, in this verse, Srila Prabhupada is saying that there is a different kind of sacrifices that are performed by different kind of people. For example, the people that like eat meat, eating that like eat meat, they have to perform that sacrifice to please the godless or the godless of of this material nature that is called Durga. Because for this perform of yagya, they can be she can be satisfied. She can be satisfied in that way, and therefore he gives to his different disciples of the people that like this perform this type of sacrifice. She allow and satisfy his desire of these people. And the other example that is given by Srila Prabhupada is the worship to Lord Vishnu, but for those people that are established in the mood of goodness, and goodness is the mood that where is more intelligence in the worship, in the kind of worship, or or very how would say the expression, very sublime in all aspect, and that type of worship to Lord Vishnu bring peace to all society, and harmony and organization to all society, and establish all humanity in control in all circumstances. But forward in this verse, Srila Prabhupada is saying that the yagya recommended by this age, established or inaugurated by Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Krishna himself in the form of the body of the Lord. That is Harinam Sankirtan Yagya, that is based in chant the holy name of God, of chant the Mahamantra Hare Krishna. Because the name of God is not different to himself. That is recommended This is the yagya recommended for this actual age that we are living. In other words, and forward, Srila Prabhupada is saying that that person that don't like perform yagyas anyway, anyway, uh, that they kind of people become a thief. In one society full of thieves cannot be peace in in any way can be peace with the society is full of thieves. Therefore, the recommendation is perform yagyas to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and following the step of Krishna and following the step of his representative, the spiritual master. Uh, in other words, following the line of this society of Krishna consciousness, and, and performing the real yagya for this age, specific age of Kali Yuga, that is based, like I was saying before, in chanting chanting the holy names of God, chanting the holy name of Krishna. That is my opinion from this verse that I can understand in this afternoon time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for paying attention always to this lecture, to this conversation, and to this training that we are doing every single day. And please don't lose any lecture of this. Very, very interesting, according the goal of life, according the success, according the how to attain the perfection in this human form of life. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I hopefully see you in one more time again. God bless you. Hare Krishna.